Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me here today for this Xbox News Report. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Xbox Scarlett Specs, price, next-gen tech, the release date, and more. Now, the following information can be found over at techradar.com in an article with the headline Xbox Project Scarlett Release Date, Specs, and More. So if you guys are interested, I highly recommend you go ahead and check this article out. The link will be in the description, as I'm only pulling what I feel are the most important parts out of the article. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. After years of speculation, Microsoft has finally announced the Xbox Project Scarlett during its big E3 2019 keynote conference in June of this year. The next generation Xbox promises to deliver a native 4K games at 60 frames per second, a large solid-state drive to ensure almost no load times, and ray tracing on consoles. The next generation PlayStation 5, officially named PS5, has now come out with an official release date of holiday 2020, matching the release window put up by Microsoft for Project Scarlett. So it looks like they're going to be going head-to-head for your gaming dollars in late of 2020. We only have a few details on Microsoft's next-generation hardware so far. Even the moniker Project Scarlett is just a code name for now, but we do know that it's coming and when it's coming, and a handful of features and specs that we can expect when it lands. Faster and more graphically advanced than its predecessors, Xbox Project Scarlett promises to be the most powerful game console or consoles in the world by the time it launches in late 2020. With a custom-built components from AMD and an SSD at its heart allowing for innovative game development techniques, it is unlikely to rival some of the top-end PCs when it launches, and the PS5 probably won't either, but it should be a good price to performance ratio. Microsoft ran with a similar message when launching Xbox One X a little over 2 years ago, which is still the most powerful console on the market. And now it's doubling down with a next-generation console. That said, Microsoft is claiming that the Xbox Scarlett is up to 4 times as powerful as the Xbox One X and offer a number of performance upgrades. The article then moves on to a few key bullet points. First of which being is, what can I play on the Xbox Scarlett console? Halo Infinite is its first confirmed launch title, while all previous generations of Xbox console games will be covered by backwards compatibility. I would also add that you could probably count on Assassin's Creed and a Call of Duty also being on these next generation consoles, both the Xbox Scarlett and the PlayStation 5. The next bullet point that it moves on to is what will the Xbox Scarlett cost? There is no official price yet, but a high-end console is likely that it will not be cheap. I would also like to add that people are saying that the rumor at the moment is that the console is going to be $499.99, which is the same price as the Xbox One X when it first officially launched. The article moves into, will Xbox Scarlett have VR? Microsoft doesn't have anything to say about VR on the Xbox yet, although Sony has confirmed that the PSVR will work on the PlayStation 5. The article then moves into the Xbox Project Scarlett specs. And according to this article, what the Xbox Project Scarlett specs are sounding quite special. It's going to be using a custom-designed processor from AMD, making use of the Zen 2 and Navi architecture. Xbox Project Scarlett will be 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X. It'll be possible of running games at 120 frames per second at a potential 8K resolutions, while also showcasing fancy real-time ray tracing tech. Supposedly that is in the works. An SSD will come as standard, as well as with the PS5, which will give the option of using its storage system as a virtual RAM, as well as lifting load time performance by a factor of 40 times. That'll let developers stream in far more detailed worlds around the player. In terms of the standard RAM, the console will pack a meaty GDDR6. Now, if those of you that have been new to the channel, you'll know that I'm not exactly a tech junkie, but what I would expect is the simple fact that all of this standard information about how fast everything's going to be loading is based on the way that games are now. Once developers figure out a way of how to take advantage of the next generation technology that they're putting into these consoles with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox Scarlett, there's not going to be instant load times. They're going to find ways to fill that up, and I would eventually picture seeing a gaming landscape that is still pretty similar to how it is today. The article moves into saying, though, that gamers are increasingly shifting their purchases and preferences toward a convenience of digital downloads. The Xbox Scarlett will also have a physical disk drive, which is great to hear. It is also likely that the new Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 that is available for pre-order right now and launching on November 4th of this year will be the controller for this upcoming console. It would just be wishful thinking, but with a hyperbolic language surrounding this announcement, they would expect nothing less. Now, for those of you that may or may not be aware, the new Xbox Elite Pro controller is pretty much going to be a standard, I feel, moving forward with the console, as they were saying. And what this is entailing is the simple fact that it's going to have a USB-C charging port and built-in battery, much like the Nintendo Switch Pro controller and what we've seen with other off-brand. Microsoft has also confirmed that all your current Xbox One accessories will work with Project Scarlett, including existing controllers, headsets, but we doubt that there will include any support for the ill-fated Kinect motion tracker. The article then moves on to the Xbox Project Scarlett price. Microsoft won't be pinned down on a price point just yet, unsurprisingly, given what a sore spot the price of the original Xbox One was for fans, myself included. At launch, the original Xbox One cost $499.99, which was quickly reduced when the console was not selling. The price will inevitably be determined by the cost of the components going into the console. Xbox Scarlett is going to be a lot more powerful than either the One S or the One X, which could mean that it has an even higher price tag. The move towards streaming, however, may lead to a smaller hard drive, or maybe even the option to buy one without a hard drive at all, which would certainly cut down on cost. Jason Ronald, the director of the Xbox platform, gave only a vague reassurance when speaking to Windows Central, saying Microsoft knew what a reasonable price point was for a console and what kind of price customers expect. The article then takes a deeper look at games that you can expect to be on the Xbox Scarlett console. Halo Infinite is obviously one of them. Like I said previously, I would expect Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed. Cyberpunk 2077 has also been confirmed to be being worked on for next generation consoles. It has been recently leaked too for the rumor that there is a quite small possibility that the PlayStation 5 will not be completely backwards compatible as once it was stated. And with the Xbox having backwards compatibility going all the way back to the original console, hopefully they can integrate that into the next console without there being any issues. And I really do look forward to being able to purchase one of these new systems and bringing my entire games library with me, as most of the games that I do have are digital. Are you guys excited for this next generation that is fast approaching? Let me know in the comments section down below. Don't forget, in order to be part of the conversation and to have your voice heard, hit that subscribe button. If you guys found any informative value in this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Check out the links in the description. I've got my social media and Discord channel links there, so if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and check them out. But until next time, everyone, thank you all for joining me here today, and I'll see all of you in the next video.